So here's another easy lesson that you could do at home with any age child. This is called dry spooning or scooping. And you can experiment with different size spoons or scoops to make it easier or harder. And you can change the object that you're using to make it easier or more difficult as well. The small child, we would start out with a small number of objects in the bowl. And as the child gets better at the lesson, you could add more objects into the bowl. And you can use anything that you have at home, noodles or dry beans. These are sunflower or pumpkin seeds that have been dyed, but you could use any kind of small seeds or beans. You could even use small toys or Legos or anything that you have laying around the house. And just need 2 bowls of approximately equal size to begin with. And again, as they get better at it, if you have an older student or one of the kindergartners, you might make the containers smaller and the openings smaller and let them practice with a little bit more intensity. So here is dry scooping or spooning. Now you might notice that partway through the lesson, a smaller child might be tempted to quit and to want to stop the lesson. I tell them that's fine, they don't have to finish doing all of the objects, but they do have to get them all back into the same bowl before they would put this lesson back onto the shelf. And so you're going to encourage your child to finish spooning or scooping the objects back all into one container. With smaller children, you might notice that they will try and attempt to use their fingers to put the objects onto the spoon. Don't worry, they're still getting the experience of pouring it out of the scoop or the spoon, and eventually they will get to the point where they can start to use the scoop or the spoon to get the objects out without having to use their fingers. That is dry scooping or spooning.